Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm doing so good. How are you doing?
Good. I'm loving the background.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
What is it? Just like a curtain
Yeah,
moment?
I just got like some curtains hanging up. Just so I can
Amazing.
feel good. I like your top though.
Thanks.
That's a vibe.
Thanks. It's one of
Yeah.
my faves. It makes me feel just, myself within these crazy times.
Oh hell yeah. No, I love it. It's very nice to meet you too.
Yeah, you too. Have you ever been to an emo night?
Like one.
Okay,
Yeah, I've been to one. And it was with Kellen from Sleeping with Sirens.
cool.
I like wanted to go to them and I definitely wanted to like perform there, But I think
Well,
yeah.
well, when we, end up on the other side of
Yeah.
this, we would love to have you, honestly.
I would be so honored, honestly. For real.
Amazing. So first off, congrats on Radioactive and congrats
Thank
on National Anthem. They're both
you
so
so much.
fucking good.
Thank you
Um,
so much.
but we'll get into that later. But I wanted to start with, so Tobin, anytime he sends me any music that he likes or any, artist that he's about to sign, I'm like, hell yeah, I'm on board.
Yeah.
Just because he's been with us since day one of Emo Night, and he literally officiated my sister's wedding. Like, he spent a Christmas with my family in Hungary with us. Like, he's just been such a huge part of my life.
Yeah.
So I always just trust him. And so, he sent me your music. And I'm just wondering, like, what it was like when you met him and what it was like to be courted by such an iconic label like
Oh my.
Hopeless.
First off, I'm so happy that we're starting it talking about Tobin because
Yeah.
he changed my life. You know what I'm saying? He's meant a lot to me. I met him. I was on tour at Waterparks, and we did the U.S. and the Europe tour with him, and we played Anaheim. This was like November or December, and we had heard like Hopeless would be there. They saw me in New York first, but I didn't meet them. But I think they saw me play at Webster Hall, and what Tobin tells me is he was blown away, and he had everybody at Hopeless be like, "We have to sign this kid," and so he comes to the Anaheim show and they're backstage with me. And I'm like, I had been talking to labels at the moment, but everybody was still thinking I was so outside that they didn't understand it. And Tobin was like the first A&R to be like, I get what you're doing. I love it. I don't care if it's rock, if it's rap, if it's punk. He just got it. And I was like, thank you. Like, I'm not fucking crazy. Like, you can do these sounds, man. They just took me in from there. And he was like, when you get back from tour, like, I want to meet with you and hang. And, we got back from Europe, I guess, in almost end of February, and Hopeless immediately started talking to us, and it was like beautiful, and it was like very life changing, like I thank those guys so much. Yeah. So Tobin, he was like people like get it now, but he like saw it and was like, cool, let's do that. And that to an artist, and someone who's so vulnerable with what I'm doing and trying to be so raw with it, it means the world. And yeah, everybody at the label really gets it, understands me, and that shit makes me feel, it's beautiful.
Yeah, that's amazing. I think it's really hard to find really genuine people in this world, really, but in the industry as a whole.
For sure. And like, you got like 30, 40 people who care and like want to talk to you and want to help out. And, I love that shit. Like, yeah. So shout out, man. I'm glad we started it this way. Yeah, Tobin's my boy. And
he's amazing. Did you see he climbed Mount Everest?
Oh, he tells me about it every time we hang. Yeah. And I'm just like, bro, he shows me pictures and like, yeah, I did this. And he always he tells the best stories, like for real. Yeah. But yeah,
I was watching his stories from that and I was tired just watching the stories.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it's real. I wish I would have known him then, but you say your family, like you guys were in Hungary, like, and he can't, is that where you're from?
Yeah, so I grew up in Hungary, so I was back home for Christmas, and he was actually signing Stand Atlantic in London, I think.
Okay.
And so he was just kind of going around Europe, and he was like, "Yo, can I come and like spend Christmas with your family?" And I was like, "Hell yes!" And it was really cool because my whole life I've been trying to get everyone to like come with me, like friends or like whoever. And that year, I think this was 3 years ago. That year, a bunch of my friends ended up randomly being there. So it was like 8 of us, and it was just so fun to be able to be like, this is where I grew up.
Yeah, no, that's sick. I love that shit.
Yeah. So you said the fandom tour ended in February, yeah?
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's pretty close to when everything shut down. And so you're kind of like out there playing all these crazy shows, being surrounded by all these great people, and you're, you know, gaining all these new fans. And then the juxtaposition of that to completely solitude, were you like, holy shit, what's going on? Or were you like ready to kind of just get some rest?
It worked out perfect for me because it's like we had nothing and I was just like playing these shows and getting it. But then once the pandemic happened, we signed to Hopeless the week LA went into like mass and like no dining in. So it's like I'll always just, it was like, it was weird for me, but it was also like life changing. You know what I'm saying? Like I went from like just, you know, being very like poor, you know what I'm saying, to like being able to eat food now. And like, it's always like weird, you know, and it's such a beautiful and like thankful feeling to like have to deal with this stuff and also have a label who's like, oh yeah, you know, we're ready to go on this. So right when that happened, we got back from tour, we signed a deal, and I immediately got on work on like my debut on the album. So I was just like, we were shut down, but I was working every day until about like last month on the record. So very weird.
What a mix of emotions.
Exactly. Like I was just like talking to Benji and Joel like about it in the management. I'm just like, I don't know how to feel about this. They're like, trust me, like once this stuff is all over, you'll understand that this was like the most beautiful moment of your life. You know what I'm saying? Just to go from where I was to having a chance to like actually do the thing. So weird. But like, you know, we got off tour and I was, you know, the energy was what it was here, but I was so amped to be making a record and to be like changing what I was doing. I was like pumped and wanted to put that energy out, you know, and give it to the fans and give it to the people and give it for myself too, like trying to keep myself optimistic about these things too. So I was ready to go. Like, yeah, we went real hard.
Amazing. Yeah, I feel like that kind of sums up how this all is. It's either, I think some people are like, fuck 2020, like can't wait for it to be over. And some people are like, I'm loving it. It's giving me a chance to create and just recenter and just kind of sit with whatever the fuck is going on. I feel like you're kind of in that boat of just being stoked on it. Cause I know you're recording a bunch of music too now, right?
Yeah. We recorded so much that I'm just, stoked on and to be doing stuff like this, you know, to be talking to people about the music now. Yeah. So it's beautiful. Like I'm very happy with how National Anthem happened. And then, you know, we just put Radioactive out yesterday. So I'm just like seeing how the fans are reacting to that has been beautiful. And it's cool. I found like, I feel like I finally have like my sound and everything down for the record. So that alone just makes me like out of here, you know, just spiritually, I just feel so good about it. So
I like that you say you have your sound down, because I feel like it's taking you some evolution to get to that point.
100%.
You know? And I think it's really cool right now to see artists just stepping out of their like genre and just making all this different kind of shit. I mean, like Machine Gun Kelly and Travis are fully coming out with a pop punk album tonight. And there's just all these artists, like Demi Lovato came out with a pop punk version of her new hit. And it's like you see all these artists just doing whatever the fuck they want. It's so cool to see. But yeah, how has like your evolution been, and what was kind of like how you're saying now you found your sound? What was that moment or that time where you're like, oh, this is it?
It's taken a long time. You know, I would say for about the past 3-4 years, I've been studying like a college course, rock music. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like once I heard it, I was like 2019 when I heard rock music for the first time. Like I didn't know. And when I heard it, I was just like how kids, when you guys hear, or when anybody hear it the first time, it's just like, I had that moment, but like a little older in my life. So I've been trying to find it since then. And I would say probably about last year when we made National Anthem, actually, just the mix of what I was doing, how I was over the beat, how we had the riffs, I was like, I was like, this is really how I want to do. And making the record, I was just able to like hone that vibe and I just fucking love guitars. You know, I just really do. And I think it's something so beautiful and sexy about it. And I think if you can do something cool over it, it's ill. And yeah, that's what I've really been into. Just like blending this like punk and rock and hip hop elements, but like very tastefully. And yeah, I would say like the past since March, honestly, I've been able to like really figure it out. Like, yeah, just like some new wave like shit. I don't know. I wouldn't know what to call it, but I think I'm digging it.
Yeah. What were some of the first rock bands that you stumbled upon that kind of made you have these thoughts?
I mean, I hate to be like basic, but I want to be honest. I mean, I was like at my Hollywood apartment, like broke and stupid and like depressed. And I just got a recommendation of Nevermind. Like it was like one of those YouTube things, and I saw it and I was like, I know this cover. And I heard it. And then from there, went to like Radiohead. I remember hearing Pink Floyd for the first time, and that just being stoned and listening to, you know, like that. And I was just like, yeah, I want to write songs now. And then it was more like practicing how to write good songs. Cause until then I was just like rap, you know, like.
Yeah, it's a totally different format, huh?
Totally different thing. And I was like, I want to write songs, like, oh, you know, like songs, you know, that's all I care about now. So I don't care what it sounds like. If the song is good and appealing to me, I'm just like, yes, this is what I want Dwayne to be. So, but yeah, it was kind of those three things that got me started. And then I had guys around me who just put me onto the most beautiful, you know, I went to Bowie and Arcade Fire, Joy Division, and then I just fell in love, you know.
Yeah.
All of that, yeah.
So for a second, were you just consuming the lyrics and reading them and kind of studying it as if it was homework?
Yeah, still, I mean, I have, I keep this with me like all the time. Like it's Kurt's like journal from how he used to journal and stuff. And I just have it with me. I still study so much, but it was a different type of studying then, but now I can't get enough of it. So
is that like journal entries and also songs?
It's just journal entries, but he has like half of Nevermind is like in there too, where he's just like scribbling like, you know, In Bloom and Polly, and like it's weird.
Yeah. I would imagine his journals would just be like haikus and
isn't like he's just talking. It is weird. He's like sending demos out to people and he's just like, listen to this, we're really good, we're Nirvana. I was like, I love that. Like before they got signed and stuff. But yeah,
that's so funny.
Heard about that shit. But yeah,
I love that. So back to the fandom tour, I wanted to ask you, because we've had some crazy stories with Awsten. Like anytime he comes see Nite, I'm like, some shit's gonna go down. I have to prepare mentally.
100%.
When he did one in Texas with us, and he was like, just press play on this playlist and I'll come out. And I press play and it's just thunder sounds.
Love it.
And he comes out in a cape with our logo on it and just starts reading the Bible. Like in the middle of emo night.
My king.
It's just like the lights were also like synchronized with the thunder sounds. It was the craziest shit I've ever seen at emo night. And then in LA one time, he was brought out in an inflatable pink coffin eating a baguette. And it's just amazing. So what are a couple of your favorite stories of his from tour or just like from knowing him? Because I know you guys have grown pretty close the past.
Yeah, he's like my best friend. Him and Tobin have changed me. Awsten was like the first one to bring me on tour when nobody would. So fuck, I love that guy. And then I had to hear that second story about him coming out you say it like in a coffin?
Yeah, it's like an inflatable bright pink coffin.
It's insane.
Because originally we were supposed to, oh my God, so stupid. We were supposed to get like a regular coffin and fill it with ravioli. And he was going to get in it and we were going to bring him out. But the venue was like, we draw the line at ravioli.
They're like, come on, fam. We can't do that for you. That's so good. He's like pushing the boundaries.
Yeah.
What stories can I say about him, like where people are going to hear it? I don't know. I mean, let me see. I think on tour, I can't even say anything like crazy. I would just say he's just so in control. And that was something that I knew like of him because like I felt it when we were like home and hanging out and stuff because we live pretty close to each other. But just how in control and how like, even though he's a genius at marketing, he takes everything very seriously.
Yeah.
And that I was more like blown away by that. Just, you know, he would make me do warm-ups with him. Like he was like, you're just going out there and yelling. He was like, you gotta take care of, like, you know, I had never really like done any training. You know, I was just out there like figuring it out. And we would do that together, like stretch, push-ups, like sit-ups, like, you know, just very family-based thing, and just how serious he takes it. You know, he takes care of his voice. He goes on vocal rest. You know, those are just things I had never seen in an artist, just in person like that. So it was just more how in control, and I was more blown away by that.
Yeah, I think people don't realize that about him, because he just seems so crazy and all over the place, but everything is so calculated and everything is so thought out.
It's beautiful. And I would say before the pandemic hit, we were very serious about yoga. Like I still like meditate and do yoga every day, but we were, yeah, it's like so important. Mm-hmm. We did it twice a day, and he was just trying to kill us. He was just like, let's do like the hardest classes right after each other. And that was like I was like, you're pretty crazy for that.
So did you guys do like video workouts?
It wasn't, no.
Or he like guided it?
Yeah, no. We were still going to it was like before the pandemic.
Oh, okay. I like can't even think outside of that.
Yeah, no, so real. Yeah, it's like 15 people in there, like all hot and sweaty. But yeah, we were doing like the workout once where you're like I want to say hot sculpting. Yeah. We did like 2 classes back to back, and after, we were just like, and I was like, you did this to us, you know. So I thought that was pretty wild, but yeah.
I mean, that's the best.
That's my baby. Yeah, that's my man's. That's really my best friend. I love that guy. I have to say too, can I say this here?
You can say anything here.
So there's like this tweet going around, and it's like blowing up because, you know, his fans are insane like him. Mm-hmm. People think I did the radioactive shoot in how I did in the bathtub. People think I did it where he did the Phantom shoot.
Okay.
And it's like this tweet going around, and I just want to say that I didn't do that. But he wouldn't let me do it if I asked him, but we didn't shoot it in the same restaurant.
You heard it here first, people.
It's like some tweet going around. It's like, they're such besties. Like, this is like, I'm just like, Awsten is my best friend. I'll kiss him on the lips if I could, but I didn't do the shoot at his house. But yeah, I want to say that.
Well, his fans are very intense. So
I love that though. It's like some tweet going around. It's like popping off, and I'm like,
yeah,
he wouldn't let me do that, which I appreciate. But I was like, no, we did it somewhere else.
Different bathtub.
Yeah, different bathtub.
I love that. So you still do yoga every day? I was literally going to ask you what your workout routine is, because I'm trying to get abs like you, and I don't know how.
Let's talk about it.
Okay.
Clearly, I'm on a candy diet.
Oh my God, love that.
I eat so much. So I had just stopped eating candy for about 12 days, which is the longest I've ever went in my years.
Why'd you do that? Just to take a little break?
Need to take a break, yeah. Because I do look like I'm just like, I don't want to have anything wrong, whatever. But I took a little break until Radioactive came out, and now I'm going to eat them for the rest of the weekend.
Hell yeah,
but celebrate. Then I'll go on another break. But I wake up every morning at 7:30. I go for a 2-mile run. I come back, meditate. I just moved to a new place in LA, so we got a trampoline here.
Okay.
So I do that. I meditate, get on a trampoline, do pull-ups, and that's it.
Okay. All right. Yeah. I got to get more on running. I feel like I started running, but I don't know. I can't like fully get into it.
I really like it. I mean, it's cute. The neighborhood is cute. So like people like wave and stuff. Like it's nice. But yeah, something about it. Like I really dig it.
Yeah. Do you listen to music while you run?
Oh, 100%. Yeah, super loud. Just be out there.
Is it all rock music?
Yeah, nice. Pretty much. Yeah, or like that, or like it's like this new, Andre 3000 from Outkast. They put his vocals over Tyler Creator's Igor, over like the beats, and it's like this mashup. I've been listening to that, or like I've been super into Interpol lately. But yeah,
Interpol's cool.
Either of those two the past like week and a half.
Nice. I love that. I also, when life was normal, I went to a trampoline cardio class. So.
Oh, that's so hard.
I need to get like a small trampoline or something.
Yeah.
I love that you do that.
Yeah. And I wrote like 4 songs on the tramp. Like I'll get on there and then these ideas just come out. I'm like, oh yeah, So
Yeah. I love that.
yeah, it's a vibe.
So there was an interview I read where you said the US national anthem isn't a good song. Let's not jam to some fake shit that talks about how people are equal when that clearly doesn't match up with what's actually happening in America.
100%.
I wanted to read that so I don't get it wrong.
Yeah.
I feel like obviously that sentiment rings very true right now, but it also rings very true just within our industry and like within the industry as a whole, but like emo and pop punk in general. It's just like so fucking hard to break through like the cookie cutter shit that it's been. That's why I'm so obsessed with, you know, like what Machine Gun Kelly's doing and like what Travis is doing, just bringing in different artists and making it more of a collaborative thing. But what do you think could make specifically our pop punk, emo leaning, rock leaning industry a little bit more exclusive, or a lot of bit more exclusive than it already is?
Man, I feel like I can say a lot about it. I just think people just have to be open to it. You have to be like, nobody is like owning of any sound or any genre, any lane. You know, I think in today's world, you're a little bit more free, but we just have to be more open to it. You know, it's kind of it. You know, like I think someone like me and like, I just will remember touring. I remember touring with Set It Off. That was like the first band that took me on like a rock tour, and just kids and parents looking at me like I was like an alien for reasons that I know why. You know what I'm saying? They're just like, why are you doing rock music? You know what I'm saying? Which was so strange to me. I'm like, I feel like if people go back and actually study history and know things, they will feel more comfortable about it. But, you know, I think anybody can play any music that they want, and you just got to be more open to it and like not scared of it. And I hate to like keep talking about, hate to keep talking about it, but it's just like, I just feel like being Black in rock music is like, it's weird sometimes, and I just don't think it should be. You know, I think we can play I think anyone should be able to play and do anything that they want to. And I think in this year is just leaning towards like opening up. It's so many beautiful artists that's killing it that don't maybe look like kids, you know, expect them to, or parents expect them to. But I think long as we keep pushing that narrative and just being open to it, it'll be a beautiful thing. So, and I think it's beautiful now, and I'm happy to be here. And like, I got friends that like, I'm happy. Like, I think everyone is stoked to be here and like doing their thing. I just think like, it shouldn't be weird, you know. You should be able to like have a good time, have a good talk, like, and I'd be like, oh, you can't do this because of this. Like, it's like, why, you know? So just got to be more open to it. I mean, that's why I'm so thankful for Tobin, because I think there was labels that was interested and people that tried to get it, and they were just like, this doesn't make sense. I was like,
it doesn't fit some like,
it doesn't fit. I'm like, why though? Because for past how many years it's only been this and this thing and this thing, and it looks like this is what I was talking about on Radioactive too. You know, it's just like everybody's saying the same thing. Like, I think we should let new people in because they'll be able to have a different perspective on it, which I really want to stand in that, you know, and like be like, this is my perspective with these sexy fucking guitars on it too. You know what I'm saying? And we're gonna rock out just like you would, maybe even harder if you give me a chance. So
totally.
That's how I feel about it. I don't want to feel like nasty about it, but I'm just more like, we here now, so I want to make an actual change and like be of actual like progressiveness, you know, instead of like keeping it in this thing, you know, because it can be, I think fucking it can be huge, you know, and not just me, just the genre as a whole, you know, just rock and roll and like punk, period.
Yeah. I mean, I feel you. It's the same, you know, it's the same with women. There's like Hayley Williams and, you know, now there's Stand Atlantic, and there are just so few examples that like I can look to be like, holy shit. I
can relate to that. I can feel that.
Yeah. Like I see myself in that. And it almost sucks because for Hayley, for example, like she's just had so much pressure put on her to be this like god of like the female icon of emo pop punk. And obviously she's broken out of that and is, you know, has tried so many different things at this point, which is so cool to see. But I just always felt so bad that you can tell she just had the weight of the world on her shoulders, just trying to be this perfect human being for every girl and every woman that came to Warped Tour and looked at her as an example. So Yeah. But do you feel like as you're growing and as like, you know, national anthem just hit so hard with so many people and you have more eyes on you, do you feel this pressure to just sort of be an example and always just be sort of like an idol to people and just make sure that you say the right stuff and act the right way, just so, you know?
I mean, to be honest, I don't like
Well,
I just feel so free and I feel I can do whatever I want to do. But the thing is, I also know what I want to say and I'm not changing for anyone. You know, I didn't change to get on the fandom tour and for people to accept me. You know, I came out in a dress and with glitter and long grandma earrings on and because I wanted to and I felt beautiful doing it while also, you know, putting my fist up and being like, this is how I feel about this. You know, those are just Dwayne, you know, I'm just like political, but like I also want to be sexy and I want to be free, but I want my mom to still love me. You know, like, you know, but I'll get all those things, you know, and if people don't accept me, I don't want to change for it. So I don't feel any like, I don't have to make a point with anyone, but it's all in me, you know, what comes out, I'm happy about it. And people seem like they're accepting it. If they don't, it's all good. But yeah, I feel like I know what I want to say and I know what I want to do. And yeah, it all feels right to me. So
I really love that.
I want to say too about the Hayley Williams thing. I remember just growing up, and, you know, I grew up in Texas and Black people, we've always loved her. And I just think that's sick. I just think that's like, nobody was like ever, it was always like not to make it like about a race thing. I just remember like hanging out with homies and like, we always loved her. I just thought that was cool. Like no, we didn't have like Warped Tour, like in my, you know, nobody went to Warped Tour in my high school, or like middle school, but some reason they've always like been that. And I wish I can I hope I can tell her that one day. I don't know. I feel like she knows, but yeah, she's fucking sick. And yeah.
She could not be cooler.
Yeah, it's like,
I don't know, it's like watching her. I don't know if you've followed her whole sort of path of taking a break from Paramore and just kind of digging through all this like years and years of trauma. And one of the things is that she's just felt like she had to just be an example to everyone. And it's just been so beautiful to watch her grow and shed those layers of like fear and, you know, almost just this person that she just had to become without ever wanting to, you know?
Sure. No, I mean, I don't want to I mean, she's fucking brilliant. I hope I never get caught into things like that. Cause even with 2 songs out now, you know, you get to like, people just like, you can't do too crazy or you can't be too much cause you're new. And then you know, you look like, you know, you want them to feel safe. And it was just like, I'm just going to be myself, you know, and I just want to rock out, you know what I'm saying? I just want to be brave. You know, I think we all have to be, and it just connects with people, man. It's crazy. Like I talk to people on tour and on DMs and like, they'll just be spilling out their soul because like, it feels honest and raw to them, you know? And I think once you change that, then that's when it gets weird. It's like, just be yourself. And like, I know that sounds corny, but it's just fucking honest. Like kids and parents just be like, man, you're so like, and you're doing this. And it's like, I'm like, damn, well, I'm just being me, but like, I'm glad you can feel it, you know, and like relate to it, you know, even though we don't look alike and don't have the same like interests. I think that's the most powerful shit you can do. And that's why I hope we can keep letting more people into rock, man, and more into the scene, you know, because I think people want something new and want something fresh. So
I think so too. And I think especially now that people are just kind of sitting with themselves through this time of quarantine, it's just time to figure out like, okay, who are you really? But also like, what do you want? Like, what do you want to listen to? What do you want represented out there? Like 100%. What kind of festival do you want to go to? Do you want it to be like all white dudes or do you want it to be a variety of human beings?
Yeah. You know? Yeah, no, it's beautiful. I know, you know, Grandson.
Yes.
Also a really great friend of mine. We came up together. We like moved to Hollywood kind of at the same time. I think he was a little bit there before me. And I think we were hanging out about a month ago and we were talking about it. And he's just like, man, I'm loving everything that's happening in rock right now. Just the new, just a lot of like new wave stuff happening. It's fucking sick, man. It's cool. I think we're going to keep pushing it forward. And I hope people get on board with it, really.
Totally.
Yeah.
You also mentioned, because I feel like Grandson, he's all about like these like meditation, but also, oh my God, what are those called? Why am I blanking on this? Manifestations. Like I feel like he does these little like poems that are just good vibes into the universe. But what kind of meditation do you do? Do you do like guided stuff, or you kind of just
stuff? Yeah, okay. I do guide, and then I have like my whiteboard over here where I kind of say like some things, you know, kind of as I start them and then as I end them.
Okay.
And
kind of like intentions.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, I'll just put it out there. And it helps me so much. Yeah. It's it's so ill. I try to not force it on people that I meet, but I'm just like, hey, meditate if you can. Like, you know, do it, please. You know.
I know.
Yeah, it's beautiful. It's so beautiful. Yeah.
I feel like, especially setting intentions, it's not that it doesn't even fall in the world of meditation or anything. It's not crazy. It's just saying like, I want this and I want to like put this out into the world.
100%.
And I love that stuff.
Yeah, I'm all for that. I mean, I'll just yell stuff sometimes and then I'll just keep writing stuff down that I want. And also while working for it too. But I just think it feels really good, especially when it starts to come to pass. Like, you're like, oh man, yeah. Just keep that energy going.
Yeah. And you think that also kind of contributes to the direction of your music, or just kind of how creative you've been?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, just like getting that and learning how to be confident. I mean, I've learned so much through this time, and meditation has helped me so much. Like, even if you're in the studio and I got to like calm down and try to like be like, you know, I don't have to write the song in 2 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Just like breathe, you know, like if it takes 2 days, that's fine. If it takes 20 days, like, but it helps me just stay focused and stay, you know, see the bigger picture, you know.
Yeah. One of the meditation teachers that I listen to, Joseph Goldstein, he says, be simple and easy. And that
alone just like touched my spirit. Like, I'm not even kidding. Also, I want to write. You say Joseph Goldstein? I'm gonna take notes from this.
Yeah, he's amazing.
I mean, even like this, I wanted to fucking do this. You know, you guys have been on my mind for so long. You know, I knew like right time it would come for a performance or interview, but like even this is just like I'm very happy for this. You know, it's definitely something that I wanted. You know, I'm not ashamed to say that on the you know, on the camera and stuff like that. So yeah.
Yeah, I'm all about it too, for sure.
Seriously.
Okay, I have one last question for you.
Yes.
Your style is so fucking cool. I was just like looking through your photos from tour and just like your Instagram, and just want to know where you shop. Like, how is this?
I just love my friend how I wish I could show you my pants I got on right now.
I saw a glimpse of blue.
Yeah, they're like dark purple, but they're like flare pants. I like really old grandma earrings. I don't know. I tell my mom that we grew up in church so much, and me just being around old women, and they just smell so good. They got glitter. They got the, you know, like this is like my grandma's like bracelet.
Oh, nice.
I just love old people stuff, and it makes me feel good. And yeah, I don't know. I don't really know where it came from, but I just remember like putting on a long earring. And I was like, oh my, like, I love this, you know, immediately. And I just kind of fell into it now. And if it speaks to me, I'll wear it. So, yeah, I know I've done like, just suits and dresses and long, weird pants. And I don't know. I just like to feel pretty. It just makes me feel pretty.
Yeah. So do you just kind of like hit up stores while you're on the road too? And
not even like I'm more, I mean, we have Josh at the management.
Oh my God. The closet at the Mountain office.
Yeah. I mean, I think he's
shout out to Josh, by the way.
Yo, big
love Josh. Yeah, Jesus Christ.
He's the man. Yeah. He's going to be over here in a little bit because we got to shoot a video today. But
exciting.
Yeah, super, super excited. Josh helps me so much. I have a friend, Kiona, who helps me so much. Like a lot of my like girlfriends give me their clothes. And they're just like, you look better than me in this. I'm like, no, I don't, but I'll take it if you don't want it. So a lot of people just like blessing me, to be honest. And then I'll take it on tour. I remember before tour, Josh gave me a lot of clothes. And then while I'm out, I'll kind of grab and pull. Yeah. But
fuck yeah.
That's kind of it. Yeah, it's more like a freestyle though. Like if I see something that connects, but a lot of thrifting though too. A lot of thrifting. I'm never like at like big name stores or anything like that. I think that'll be a thing that'll come in a few months. Like we've worked with some people that have just given me those clothes, but I've never like gone out of the way to do that. I'm more just like into old clothes.
I love that.
Yeah.
I wish I was better at thrifting. I go into a thrift store and I just get crippling anxiety and leave.
It's so weird, but I'm there like I'm just like going through every shirt, every pants. Like
That's amazing.
Yeah, it's in over where I just moved to. There's some thrift stores I went to. Like I went and got these earrings, $2. Like fans are always asking me where I get, and I'm just like, we're an old women's shop. Honestly, it's like a lot of that vibe. Pick up dresses and skirts for $2-3 and just put it together.
Do you ever go on Depop at all?
I have, yeah. Mr. Josh has sent me there and just like, here it is, get these stuff. And I'm just like, yeah, awesome.
Hell
So yeah. I'll be looking.
Nice.
Looking for sure. Like even that top you got on. I mean, I mentioned it immediately. I'm like, oh, I love that. I would wear that for sure. But yeah, 100%.
Amazing. Can you say what you're shooting the video for today?
For Radioactive.
Oh, fuck yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I'm shooting it for Radioactive and I'm so pumped. And we're using my car, which makes me feel like good. I like that.
I'm so glad there's a video because I was looking for it yesterday and I was like, is there a video? Is there not? I always love a video to go along with the song.
Yeah, we're gonna do it. We wasn't gonna do one. We were gonna wait to the actual singles from the album to do one, but Josh came up with a really cool idea, and we're getting it done today.
Amazing. So, and then what else is coming up? Like I know you're releasing one song at a time, kind of deal, right?
Yeah, we're doing like singles for now. I have a whole body of work that is that's ready to go. So yeah, we're kind of just taking our time with everything. We got names for stuff. I'm very excited. But yeah, we're just kind of going to do one at a time for now and hang out and, do stuff like this and keep it moving,
Cool.
So I feel like it's just, we're still so much at the beginning. So yeah, but I'm digging how we land everything out. It's cool.
That's so excited. I'm so excited for you. It's so sick.
Thank you. I really am too. Seriously. I'm geeking. Honestly. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
It's beautiful.
Well, thank you for chatting with me. I know that we would absolutely love to have you at Emo Night whenever there's another Emo Night.
Yeah, no, please let me know. And you've been like one of my favorites too. Like I just appreciate like the conversation. It's so real. And,
it's been really nice.
So yeah, I hope to meet you soon.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, it'd be fire.
Sweet. And tell Josh I said hello.
Yeah, I will definitely.
Cool.
Okay.
Right. Talk to you later.
Good. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.